Okay, Jay, are you ready to come decide what hockey cards we're going to open this week? There we go, 2023-2024 Upper Deck MVP. Good job, Jay. So, Jay has made her selection. This is our open today. 6 cards per pack, 15 packs per box. The question is just whether I can get into this box. So here's the box in all its glory. There's the NHL sticker to let us know it's an official product. And we'll open it up and take a look at what's inside. Now, I've been collecting MVP for a long time, as you can tell by these cards in the background here. But this year's MVP, I have not been excited to open. I've usually opened some MVP by now. I actually have quite a bit of 2022, 2023 MVP still sitting around to open because they're cheap packs. They're usually fun to open, and I'm sure this will be enjoyable to open, but there are some major criticisms I have for this year's product, and we'll get into those as we come across the appropriate cards that show those points. But there will be lots of stuff to enjoy in here too. I'm trying to keep this pack nice. There we go. Oliver Ekman-Larsson starts us off with the Vancouver Canucks. Here you can see the back of the card as well. Ekman-Larsson, of course, is now with the Florida Panthers, but he finished last season with the Canucks. Elias Pettersson. You can see on the card backs here that they don't give any statistics. That's new as of 2022-2023. I like these cards better with the statistics, but it's not a major problem not to have the statistics. Here is a silver script of Jason Robertson, so that is one of our hits for this pack. And then Matthew Nyes of the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is an Ice Battles, so not the base rookie card. There will probably be an Ice Battles in every pack. Dougie Hamilton and Tim Stützle finishes off our first pack. And I think this is the last pack. I'm going to try to keep in nice condition because I'm having a hard time getting the cards out. Steven Stamkos, Alex Tuch, Jonathan Marchessault on Ice Battles, Mikey Anderson, 214. So that is a high number card. And high number cards are limited, so they are harder to get. They're short print, and this is one of the complaints I have about MVP, actually. Why is this Mikey Anderson a short printed card? It's just a base card. I don't even like them doing that for rookies too much, but I can understand it to a certain extent because it's a subset. But in this case, this really shouldn't be a subset because it's identical to the base card behind it. It feels to me like it's just a cheap way of trying to make people buy more packs to complete their sets. And especially since this is a set aimed at kids, I don't know why they're doing that. I don't think there are many people who want the base cards to be rarer. It's just something that's beneficial from Upper Deck's perspective. So that is one complaint I have with this product. Here's Kirill Kaprizov in the Subway jerseys. Bo Horvat. Here's the other big complaint I have with this product. I don't mind cards where you have a picture of the player with the team they finished last season with rather than the team they started this season with. An example of that would be Oliver Ekman-Larsson, who started us off here. He is now with the Florida Panthers, but he finished the season with the Vancouver Canucks. That's fine with me. But this Bo Horvat card, he didn't even finish the season with the Vancouver Canucks. He was traded to the New York Islanders at the 2022-2023 trade deadline. So it's totally irresponsible to call this a 2023-2024 card. I find that really unacceptable, and that's not something that's just exclusive to MVP. I have some O-Pee-Chee cards out here because I knew this issue would come up. These cards are also clearly outdated, and yet they are put in the set. I have the same complaints about Tim Hortons cards nowadays because they don't show the most recent year's stats on the back. You'll get, for example, in 2023, 2024, stats only through 21, 22. All that to me is just unacceptable, And I think Upper Deck, especially this year, is really just relying on the fact that people are going to buy the product anyway to try to get the Connor Bedards. I don't like that. I don't think that's fair to the consumer, and especially in a set that's oriented towards kids. You want them to really know about the current on ice product and not the previous year's on ice product. That's a big rant. Let's keep going with this box. Josh Norris, Jake Muzzin, been a while since he's played an NHL game. Stars of the Rink, Steven Stamkos. Ice Battles, Claude Giroux here. And he's got an overall 84 rating there. Cool. Jake Ottinger and Jacob Voracek. I miss Jacob Voracek. I think all the big rants are out of the way already, which is good news. We'll see if anything else comes up as we go along. Here's John Carlson, Mark-Edward Vlasic, Charlie Coyle, MVP talent. This is a throwback to the 2003-2004 MVP talent insert set. Mika Zibanejad, Ice Battles. Okay, actually, I do have one more thing that I want to complain about. I don't understand how some of these Ice Battles cards work, where you have these 4 ratings here, and then the overall rating is either higher or lower than all of these individual ratings. Like in this case, he has 87, 87, 84, 88 as his 4 individual categories, but then his overall is 89, which is higher than each of those individual categories. You would think that it should be some kind of average of these 4, that his overall should be somewhere from 84 to 88. If there are other factors that are making Zibanejad get a higher rating, then why aren't they listed on the back of this card? Because they are clearly important factors in his rating. That's another rant. Now I think all my rants for this product are done. Kirby Dach and Kevin LeBlanc to finish us off. Patrice Bergeron, now retired, but he finished the year with Boston. I don't have any complaints about that. David Krejci, same thing. Sebastian Aho, not a big fan of those Canes 3rd jerseys. Or is this a reverse retro of their 3rd jersey? I don't know what's going on with this one. Anyways, that's an Ice Battles. Here's a rookie of Ridley Gregg. Jason Robertson, we saw him earlier in a silver script as well. And Jaden Schwartz with the Seattle Kraken. Here's Rupi Hintz. Martin Nichash. I always have trouble pronouncing that name. I don't even know if I said it right there. Here's JT Miller, our gold script of the box. Very nice. I like the gold scripts. Those feel like a true special blaster box hit. So I give full props to MVP for putting those in the blaster boxes. Some of the things that are in other blaster boxes don't feel like they're very special. Like, for example, the O-Pee-Chees, the yellow parallel. That doesn't do a whole lot for me. But these gold scripts, they really feel like they are actually a legitimate chase. And then an Ice Battles of Connor McDavid. So this is a pretty stacked pack that we have here. And he is an overall 98. Again, that's higher than all 4 of his individual ratings. You could argue that he could have higher ratings for speed and skill, even though 97 and 95 are quite high. Charlie McAvoy and JT Miller. We've seen a lot of Canucks in here so far. JT Miller, obviously we pulled him earlier in our gold script as well. Braden Shen with the St. Louis Blues. Anze Kopitar. Eunice Donskoy in another gold script. Do these boxes come with 2 gold scripts usually? We actually have to take a look at the odds here. So it looks like we just got a hot box here, so that's good news. Arturs Silovs, rookie Ice Battles. Take a look at his overall. And here we go. The overall is lower than any of the 4 individual categories. I will mention it again, I promise. Sidney Crosby. Ryan Johansson finishes us off. Here's Adam Henrique, who went to Edmonton at the trade deadline. David Perron. Nico Hischier with NJ Devil, Ice Reps. There you have it. Milan Lucic, Ice Battles, Matthew Barzal, and Gabe Landeskog. And Gabe Landeskog, it would be nice to see him play again, but having been out for 2 years now, it's hard for me to think that he actually is going to come back at this point, which is disappointing. I would like to see him come back. the Ghost Bear, Shane Gostisbehere. Nico Hischier, we just saw him with the New Jersey mascot a moment ago. Tyler Johnson, Ice Battles, there's his rating. Michael Bunting, that is a high number card. Again, I don't really understand why he's a short print, but there you have it. Kasperi Kapanen, son of Sami Kapanen, and Pierre-Luc Dubois. Jamie Benn, Drew Doughty, Noah Hannafin, silver script, silver on the back as well, of course. He moved to Vegas at the trade deadline and signed there on a long-term deal as well. Thatcher Demko, Ice Battles, Andre Vasilevsky, and Ryan O'Reilly. This I have a similar complaint about as the Bo Horvat card. He finished the season with Toronto, so I don't know in what sense you can call this a 2023-2024 hockey card when it's not even accurate with information as of the end of the 2022-2023 season. I bought this on National Hockey Card Day. I did get one of the National Hockey Card Day packs with it as well. I actually have 5 here, and we'll check those out at the end of the video as well. Here's Jared Spurgeon, Thomas Chabot, Andrei Svechnikov, Miro Heiskanen, Jacob Chychrun in an alternate Kachina jersey. Obviously, we won't be seeing any of those for the next little while. And Johnny Gaudreau. Interested to see how the team in Utah works out. They're obviously assembling that team on very short notice, although I've heard the owners saying things like this was really unprecedented. I don't know if it's totally unprecedented. Atlanta moved to Winnipeg very quickly, just over a dozen years ago. Nick Suzuki, Robin Lehner, Seth Jarvis, Ice Battles, and another Hurricanes third jersey. Do they ever wear their regular jerseys? Anyways, here's some ratings for Seth Jarvis at the back. Behind him, we have rookies of Cole Guttman, Dylan Larkin, and Sean Couturier. We've only got a few packs left, so if we're going to get one of the Connor Bedard redemptions, it had better be coming soon. I think there's probably a better chance that we see him in the National Hockey Card Day packs, though. Jonathan Huberdeau, Noah Hannafin, we saw him earlier. Nico Hischier, the hot player of this box, it appears, because that is our third Nico Hischier card. We had him in Ice Reps earlier, and then I believe a base card as well. Joel Eriksson Ek, Ice Battles, a guy who seems to just continually keep upping his game. I wonder if he's hit his ceiling already. Alex Pietrangelo and Joel Farabee finishes us off. Brock Nelson, Jonathan Taves, Josh Anderson, Ice Battles, Tom Wilson, Mikko Rantanen, and John Tavares, as the stack of open packs is getting pretty high and threatening Jonathan Quick a little bit off to the corner of this video. In our final pack, Logan Couture. I do like that they dropped some of the brown from the color scheme and went to a more simplified teal, black, white theme with trim and striping. I think that's pretty classy. Nicholas Backstrom, another guy I really miss, like Jacob Voracek. 2 guys who are really a couple favorites of mine. Really bummed out that they both had injuries, cut their careers short by all appearances. Blake Wheeler. And this is actually just a regular card, so it looks like we just have one so-called hit in this box, which is this Kyle Palmieri Ice Battles. Boone Jenner in behind, and we finish with Barrett Hayton. But of course, that's not really the end, because we have the aforementioned 5 National Hockey Card Day packs. Of course, the big question is, are there Bedards? Yes, there are. There are 30 cards in this set, and 5 cards per pack. I have 5 packs here, so I'm going to be getting 25 cards. That means that there's a pretty good chance that there's going to be a Bedard somewhere in here, unless of course the dealers I got these from were figuring out the patterns of the Bedards and removing all those packs. I don't know if there was a pattern to these, but that can happen sometimes. Mario Lemieux, Jason Robertson, Simon Edvinsson, Dominic Hasek, and Connor McDavid. And let's get a look at the back here. Basically, you have three categories. There's the legends such as Lemieux and Hasek. There's the superstars, which is Robertson and McDavid, and then there's the rookies like this Edvinsson here. The set is 31 cards, 10 of each category. Then there's a 31st card. That was a Connor Bedard bonus that you got when you spent $10 or more on Upper Deck products with participating dealers. So these packs were free to get with each dealer that you visited. Devin Levi, Mike Bossy, David Pasternak, Matthew Coronado, Steve Yzerman, and a checklist. So the checklists are in every pack. You actually get 6 cards per pack if you count the checklist, but that's not a super exciting card, so I can see why they only label it as 5 cards per pack on the front. Here's Luke Hughes, one of the 3 nominees for the Calder Trophy this year. Phil Esposito, Sidney Crosby, Pavel Mintyukov, and Wayne Gretzky. And then, of course, our checklist. 2 packs to go. We have not gotten a Bedard yet, and actually I've picked up quite a few of these other cards just as singles and little lots here and there. Bedard is the only card I need to complete the set, so I'm hoping to see one here. McDavid, Robertson, Edvinsson, Hasek, and McDavid. I mean, that's good, right? McDavid is a good card to get, but that's really bizarre that there were 2 in the same pack. There's nothing different about these 2 McDavids. I know there are some hit cards. I think there's some Victory Blacks and something else, but that is just bad collation, although I guess maybe it's good collation because it is McDavid after all, and you can't go wrong getting an extra McDavid at any time. Matthews, Logan Cooley, Patrick Waugh, Nathan McKinnon, and Matthew Poitras. So I did not get my Connor Bedard. I'm still 1 card short of completing the set. That is number 1 that I am still looking for on that checklist, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll get a chance to pick that up at some point, and hopefully the Bedard hype will have died down a bit and it won't be crazy marked up anymore. And that does it for this week's Dominical Dollar Bin Dive, the big highlight of which was getting the double gold script, so very much beating the odds because there's certainly only supposed to be 1 of these per blaster box. That was a nice hit to get. Now, I don't know if that's due to some good luck on the part of our dog Jay's participation, because she has fur that's not too far off in color from the gold we see on these cards here. I'm going to have to go back and check with her to see if she wants any of these cards for her own hockey card collection. As for next time, there'll be something new being opened, so make sure that you're subscribed to check that out. I don't know if that's going to be next week or a subsequent week, because I have some other projects in the work that I'm sure you're going to like as well, so make sure that you're subscribed. Maybe click the notification bell as well so you can be up to date on when future things hit. There's lots of good stuff in the works, so make sure you're here for it. I'll see you next time.